All right, interweb land, I'm back. Another Rosco Odyssey walks. And on this one, I'm just showing you our Frisbee golf course here. Kind of cool, just wanted to get this in. All right, I'll be back. All right, interweb land, I'm back, you're back with Rosco Odyssey walks. And we'll start this off today with let's start off with the date here. Okay, so today is Tuesday, December 3rd, and it is 8:43 a.m. and let's do this. Let's go with a little weather here as we're looking off into the horizon. We're looking at about 49 degrees, sunny and clear. Let's see, we got an air quality index of 22. We've got slight winds at about, according to this little weather outlay, 3-mile-per-hour winds going, it's like northeast southwest winds. That's what I'm seeing here. Excuse me. And it looks like visibility out to 13 miles. Barometric pressure, that's interesting. We've got 30.15 in capital H, little g. I think that's in mercury. I'm not sure what that is exactly. Let's see. All right, so that's what we got here, and you can see we got an airport close by. So we got inbound aircraft. Check that out. That's kind of cool. That's pretty neat, man. It's kind of neat seeing a big old machine like that. It could be like just floating, basically floating in water, which is air, which is gas, or water in gas state. I mean, that possibly, I don't know that for a fact, but you know what I'm saying? But the fact that it can like float or fly in the air is kind of cool. All right, so that's the intro for today. What to talk about? Oh, we got the little marina right there, which is pretty cool. They got a boat launch over there. I think there's a boat out there. What's on the score for today as far as conversation? I got a little something different set up. I'm actually using a camera setup. So this is the first time I'm trying a camera to do this. See how that goes. See how that works. This is a little hilltop point of this golf course. It has this little art piece coming out of it. These are like, it's almost like they're rods buried into the rod of catchment. No, that's a little thing that's up here. A little, I don't know what you call that. Artwork, monument, not sure. So yeah, so I'm trying out a little different setup today with a camera. See how this goes. And let's see, we have hope everybody out there that celebrates on the Thanksgiving Day, hope you had some good turkey. I do celebrate, and it was just a very small occasion for us, and it was very, very peaceful and enjoyable. And that was it was great that we're able to do that. Very thankful to be able to do that and celebrate and have a little turkey bird. It was good. Nice meal, good meal. So let's see here. Okay, well, Rosco Odyssey. I think I've explained that. That's the caricature that I kind of developed as a way to do this. Yeah, but still kind of be expressive with it, you know, with still maintaining some sort of privacy. I mean, I'm not just purely fabricating everything that I'm speaking about. Whoa, that thing's about to take off. Whoa, it's pretty loud. So given that, give you a little more context about how and why this has come about the way I set it up, to engage in these platforms that are bringing the availability of independent free speech or independent content creation, you know, and some of the topics that I particularly take on is just I try to have a little bit of variety, or a lot of variety. Variety is the spice of life. So we it's been said. And as you look out today, you see some pretty awesome clear and sunny skies. It's really a sight to see. It's nice to be out here. Fairly, or not too early, though. Fairly early. Let's see. Some current information I've been reading up on is you know, airplanes in the skies with trails being left behind. You know, and it's being said that there's stuff being basically, it's like they're lacing the atmosphere with stuff. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done enough homework or research on it to truly know exactly. So I don't want to like speculate as to what it is, but there is information out there, and it makes you wonder, like, why, why? You know, I don't have the answers. And that's the thing too. I'm not gonna be on this claiming to have answers. Ideas, thoughts, information, and take it from there. Just take it from there, or don't. You know, just be like, oh man, this guy's talking garbage. Shut it off. Like I said, I don't have manipulations or machinations, just informations and considerations. And if we can't even do that, then okay, just keep it moving. With that said, just say there is stuff being pumped into the atmosphere, and you say you do ask why. What is it? You know, what's it doing? I think there's information out there that is suggestive enough to say that it's potentially hazardous for life. So if that's the case, I mean, yeah, that needs to be. There's a possibility of some contention with that. With that said, is there other ways to accomplish the goal? Whatever the goals are? If it's just getting rid of stuff into the atmosphere, or who knows what it is? Is it a way to patrol the skies? I mean, what is it? You know, what if is old technology off the table? Like, what about blimps? What about that sort of thing? You know, could you use blimps in the sky to monitor sky traffic and conditions in the atmosphere and conditions on the ground? Could that be done? Could it be done for a fairly low cost? I mean, if you could float up an old school Zeppelin with newer technology, if you could float that into the air, could that be done in a much more cost-effective way, a safer way? You know, possibly.
So, if you could have everything ready,
I'm gonna say possibly, but I don't know. You know. What else to talk about today? What else? That's one thing. I think my next big project is going to be building a compost bin. That's my next big project. I got to figure that out. I've been trying to figure that one out. It's not hard. I know that. But what works best in this area? I get moderate temperatures, decent amount of humidity. So once I get that together, I'll see. I have a design idea I'm working on for that. You know, I'll start with a compost bin, and then once I start my little compost bin, then I feel like I'll be a little bit more better prepared to start a little. I don't know. Maybe I'll grow some. I'll try to grow something. Maybe I'll try to grow some tomatoes or zucchinis or something like that, you know, see how that goes. But with that, move into my next topic would just be to build a little bit more context for why I'm doing what I'm doing here. Like I said before, I've got a voice, so I feel like, you know, I'm gonna put it to use. Being what as far as monetary gains and whatnot, man, you know, gotta make more money. I know that's for sure. So I've got little projects on the board, you know, construction projects and small independent work, keep me busy, more than busy. And thankful for that. And also I feel like I can contribute into this content creation space in a positive and productive manner, and I like to keep doing that. So so a little bit more context about Rosco Odyssey and the voice behind Rosco Odyssey. Yeah, I'm an actual Rosco Odyssey, being the character, but I'm still an actual person. Right? And like I said, with ideas and thoughts and that sort of thing, and the voice. And I just lay out a little bit about myself, and that's how I grew up, basically raised up, single parent with a single parent, you know, mom's. She passed on some time ago. Definitely miss her. But she was a combination of like old school. Her processes were old school. So, you know, if she felt I got out of line, it would be I would be getting a belt across the behind fairly quickly. So that's how she ran the show, you know. And you know, that's just how she ran the show. She kept up a meticulous household. So I mean, meticulous. I don't know. I know that I think I live fairly orderly. You know, I'm not a super clean freak, but I think, you know, keeping things in order and maintaining, you know, good physical hygiene it ain't a bad thing, you know what I mean? Now I get into a lot of dirty work, so I mean, my clothes may look dirty, but you know, because it's got paint or oil stains or whatnot, I still wear it, you know. But I wash them and keep them clean. But I call it dirty clean at that point, because they look dirty, but they're washed. I mean, some stains I just can't. You're not going to get out, you know. It is what it is, and that's why a lot of times I wear my work boots, because you just never know. Never know. Like after this, I got to go finish up fixing my car. Almost done. I got the right parts. I tried to source them from a few different places, junkyards and whatnot. The junkyard didn't really work out for the parts I needed this time around, but I was able to get the right parts and get them installed. So I got a few more fixes and a few more to install, and I'll pretty much be done with that project, and then I'll get on to some of the other projects I have. So so back to the upbringing part. So yeah, so I was kind of brought up like that, you know. Mom's kept a high standard. She did a lot of home cooking, and boy, man, whoa, she would cook whatever she cooked. She put so much positive, I think she just put positive energy and love into it, where it was just like, man, it was good stuff. You know, whether it was buttermilk pancakes or biscuits or, oh man, spaghetti and meatballs. You know, she cooked some Italian. She cooked authentic, like her Mexican cooking was like authentic. I mean, just off the chart, man. If she would have started a restaurant, she would have been like, it would have just grown through word of mouth. Like, you're getting the good stuff right here, you know. She's definitely we didn't, it wasn't about having much. We didn't have much, obviously. I mean, you know, one income. It was just not. But she really liked quality. I know that. She liked quality stuff. She would like save, and then if she wanted to get something, she would save, and she would make sure that, you know, she was getting something that was decent quality, because she's figured like, hey, I want this to last, you know. So that's how. But we got stuff, you know, secondhand. That wasn't an issue. Going to the Goodwill store or the secondhand, that was like for every day. If it still had a little bit of, you know, wasn't too full, you know, a couple holes, or, you know, or just really worn but didn't have any holes, that was still perfectly acceptable. You know, and you could still present yourself clean and you know, all that stuff. So and then the area that I grew up, you know, Oakland Bay area, so there's a lot of it's a pretty diverse region as far as growing up. There's a lot of cultural ethnicities, different religions, and that sort of thing. So I got some decent exposure to that. But we're Catholic, you know, for better or for worse. You know, I remember my favorite toys growing up was basically Legos, Rector set. Loved that stuff, man. Used to play hours building stuff with Legos and Rector sets, man. You know. All right, folks. Well, that's a little bit about the real person behind the Rosco Odyssey, okay? And I'd like to keep doing this. So with that, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching Rosco Odyssey Talks, or Rosco Odyssey Walks, Walk and Talk.